Make it stop!
It's too late. Just listen for sounds, okay? Just listen for sounds. Just listen for sounds.
And I saw a man, and he had blood all over his face, and he looked right into my eyes, and he was dying. But in his eyes, what I saw was that I felt he was dying because of me. Tex was stabbing him, and he just kept stabbing him down to the ground. And I saw a woman in a white dress, and she had blood all over her, and she was screaming. And she was calling for her mom. And I saw Katie stabbing her. I thought about going to a house. There was lights down the road. And I was gonna do that, and then I said, no, don't do that, because they'll find me and they'll go there and they'll kill all those people. So I went down the hill, and I got into the car, and I just stayed there, and I waited. I just stayed there and waited.
Get over.
They were all covered in blood. Tex was, like, really, really angry that I was there.
Oh, man. You gonna do anything right tonight? Have to take you out back and beat you when I get home. Keep it goddamn straight, Linda! Wow! Did you hear that piggy squeal? Oh! Oh, man. The blood was everywhere, man. Wow! Take that. Take that. Get your hand off.
What do we do with the knives?
Give him to Linda. Give him to Linda. And the clothes. Give him the clothes. Give him the clothes! Give him the clothes! Wow!
He handed me knives. He handed me a gun. Told me to wipe the prints off.
Get rid of him! Roll down the window and get rid of him! Come on!
He told me to throw the knives and the guns out the window, and I did.
I think I hurt my arm. It was real hard. Getting the knife through the bone. I think I strained it.
Katie was complaining about her hand hurting, that while she was stabbing Abigail, the bones were in the way, and it was hard for her, so it hurt her hand. got back to the ranch. Charlie was there.
All good? Got any remorse? Good.
And I remember thinking in my head, what does remorse mean? What's the word remorse?
Their honest-to-goodness, real potato chip flavor is great on any occasion. So when your chips are down, don't forget the guys, real potato chips.
This is KBC Morning News. In a scene described by one homicide detective as looking like a weird religious rite, 5 people, including the actress Sharon Tate, have been found brutally murdered at the home of Miss Tate and her husband, screen director Roman Polyansky. Miss Tate was 8 months pregnant. She was discovered in a tight nightgown with a rope tied around her neck that was connected to the body of a man. Miss Tate and the 4 other victims had died from multiple stab wounds.
It was never said prior to seeing the news that there was a pregnant woman in there, or at least I wasn't aware of that. Devastating, very devastating for me. My thoughts went to going to get help. I didn't do it because I was afraid that they would kill me and they would kill my daughter.
At 8:30 this morning, Winifred Chapman, an employee, came to work at 10050 Cielo and found several bodies in the house, and immediately the police were notified.
On the night of the Tate murders, Stephen Parent, an 18-year-old young man who was visiting the caretaker of the residence, Tex Watson shot him 4 times, left him dead behind the steering wheel. The killers rounded up everyone inside: Sharon Tate, Jay Sebring, Abigail Folger, and Wojciech Frykowski in the living room. They had a rope, and they threw it around the necks of Sharon Tate, Abigail Folger, and Jay Sebring, and they secured the rope by throwing it over a beam in the ceiling. And then they pulled on it to make it very tight. Watson said, "You're all going to die." And that's when they started begging and pleading for their lives, but there was no mercy. And the vicious stabbing and the horror and the brutality began. It was an orgy of murder. Wojciech Frykowski was stabbed 51 times, shot twice, hit over the head with the butt of a revolver 13 times. Abigail Folger was stabbed 28 times. Jay Sebring was stabbed 7 times, and he was also shot. Sharon Tate was stabbed 16 times.